Hi there. Are you looking to experience more love, more peace, and more abundance in your life? Do you want to wake up each day with greater purpose and feel more fulfilled? If you are, then this is the place for you. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Over the past 2 decades, our open and affirming community has created a safe space for all to come and be uplifted. I hope you enjoy watching, and if you like what you see, please visit us at cslnj.com.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Jesse. I had to let that last chord just play out. Beautiful. Welcome, everybody, to CSLNJ. Wonderful to see some familiar faces on our gallery view. To any first-time visitors, welcome, welcome. After being in person for the month of January and going through the first 4 sections of the textbook, we are back on Zoom. I know that can be a tough transition for some, but a wonderful opportunity to welcome in community from across the country, across the world, across this wonderful universe we live in. I invite you to join me in our welcome, which was just posted to the chat. And I invite you to read along with me while you are muted. That we are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. We believe that heaven and hell are states of consciousness that you experience in this lifetime, and that you are the architect of your life, and that it is never too late to know true happiness. Such a wonderful way to start our services, to recognize that we are here in heaven. and bringing together our community, bringing together our spirits and souls, um, in this quite cold winter, to hold that warmth within our hearts, and bring it together to kindle a flame, kindle a fire that we can maintain together. So, welcome. I invite you into this space. I thank Jessie for her wonderful musical talent. I know we're looking forward to Reverend Eugene Holden and his amazing message, and also our own Reverend Neil for being practitioner of the day and that introduction meditation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to kick it back to Jessie and then Reverend Neil for our opening prayer.
Feel free to sing along if you know this one. You'll know it in a minute if you don't know it now. I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. And I am loved. I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. And I am loved. Sing it with me. I am enough. I have enough. And I do enough. Ooh. And I am loved. This is just I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. Do it again. I am loved. I am loved. I am enough. I am enough. I have enough. And I do enough. Ooh, and I am loved. One more time. I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. And I am loved.
I am love. Because I am an individualized, unique expression of the divine mind of God, which is love. It is all love. It is all God. And in this moment, right here and now, I stand so present in the presence of that love. In my experience right here, right now, in every single moment of the joy of living in eternity with that being who I am, this embodiment, this expression of the divine mind of that love. That's way more than enough. I am all that I could ever want to be because of this expression of this divine mind, this love through me. And my life becomes possible in every single way. I love being this expression of love. I love what comes to me from others, from their love as their expression of the love that comes from this one mind. This is a beautiful experience. This is a wonderful, wonderful way to share this one mind that each of us is an expression of. And I am so grateful that we come together here today in order to share it, express it, and join in song and listen to the inspiring words of everyone here today. I bless this whole gathering, the music of Jesse, and the message that will be coming from Reverend Eugene. This is a phenomenal opportunity. I'm very grateful for each and every person that shows up every week to share together in our growth, in our spiritual understanding, and in the expanding of our consciousness. And in that presence and in that knowing, I surrender these words to the power and the presence, the love and the law that has already said yes a long, long time ago and allows for all to be possible. And everything is in love. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Neil. As you come into our affirmation, we have an annual affirmation this year instead of changing over month by month. And our audacity to awaken. I'm just remarked this morning how words can be interpreted and the power that we give those words. The same message can mean different things to different people. So Neil, as you say, we surrender that to the love and the law. What that surrender means is that giving up our power, is that embracing our power. Something to mull on, something to mull on. So I invite you to join me in our affirmation, taking a moment to ponder on these words and what it means, not just following along, not just as a community, but individually within our hearts. What does this affirmation resonate within us? So I invite you to follow along and join with me. I awaken today with the courage to see myself clearly and love myself wholly, as I am and as I am not. I open my heart to curiosity, trusting that every question leads me deeper into truth. I embrace conscious evolution, knowing that life is always expanding through me. I release what no longer serves and boldly claim my divine power. I am awake, I am courageous, and I am fully alive to the brilliance of my becoming.
Again, all about love. Look at all those loving faces out there. Just go, this is on this Zoom. Everybody look to your left and see that person on your left, that loving person. Now everybody look to the right and see all the love that's on the right. There you go. Isn't that nice? If you're with somebody, Joe, get over there and hug Marcy. Come on, let's give her a hug. Yeah. So I will do, as we've read before a number of times, since this is all about love, I'm going to read Love Rules Through Law. In an intelligent study of the teachings of the science of mind, we come to understand that all is love, and yet all is law. Love rules through law. Love is the divine givingness. Law is the way. Love is spontaneous. Law is impersonal. We should study the nature of reality with this in mind. And in this way, we shall avoid two grave mistakes, either viewing life as made up of only mechanical laws, or viewing it as made up only of spontaneous actions, irrespective of law and order. As we gain the broader viewpoint, we shall see that life must contain two fundamental characteristics. We shall see that there is an infinite spirit operating through an infinite and immutable law. In this, cosmos, and not chaos, finds an eternal existence in reality. Love points the way, and law makes it possible. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
To have such wisdom at our fingertips, to live in this day and age where we're able to connect via Zoom. We're able to have the internet, and it's a skill to parse through all of that information. But you know, not that long ago, you'd have to go through the card file at the library to figure out where that information was, or wait for a telegram, or the Pony Express going across this country. And here we are with, fiber optic cables underneath the oceans. Such a wonderful way to gather that information and process it. So thank you, Neil. Our next section is, but before we get into another song and our Sunday lesson, I'm so glad that we've made this part of our weekly celebration, our peace practice, because this could be something that we do once a year on International Peace Day. This could be, a monthly, whatever it is. But we've made this purposeful every week and truly every day, every moment, to hold this peace practice. And it is an action. This is not a passive peace practice where we just kind of hope and wait. I encourage you to think of this as an action, as a driving force that we need to work for this peace. So I invite you to follow along with me. And we've played with the verbiage here of how we center and focus on peace. But today I am going to be using that we create that peace. So please follow along with me. I create the peace I wish to see. I create this peace for my family. My family creates this peace for my community. My community creates this peace for my country. My community creates this peace for the world. Knowing that that is a tall task, I am so glad to be in community with all of you and look forward to the rest of this service and the rest of this journey.
Let the light come through like a door wide open. Let it all be new. All that once was broken. Let the light come through like a hearth in winter. Let it fill the room, ever warm and tender. It lives in me, it lives in you. So let the light come through. Let the light come through like a sacred morning, just like this one. All hope renewed. See the world transforming. Illuminate the places in the dark. And let your life be like a blazing star. Remember that the light is where you are. It let the light come through. There's no need for hiding. It was always you, ever golden shining, illuminate the places in the dark, and let your life be like a blazing star. Remember that the light is where you are. It lives in me, it lives in you. It lives in me, it lives in you. It lives in me, it lives in you. So let the light come through.
Thank you, Jesse. Beautiful, beautiful song. Beautiful you, beautiful voice, as usual. Thank you. So this morning, Andy had mentioned to us the how fabulous it is to have Zoom, and one of the we love meeting in person, and we love to have guest speakers when we meet in person. But it does allow us to do some really great things and bring in some new voices and some new words of wisdom. And coming up already, just in the next few months, we have Reverend Evelyn will be speaking to us from Arizona. We have Reverend Dr. Robert Brzezinski from out in Colorado, I believe he is. He is New Thought Media Network. So we're glad to hear him. We've got Reverend Dr. David Alexander coming to speak with us in the next couple of months.
Cool.
And those are all wonderful people. But today is very special. Today we get the Reverend Eugene Holden here, and we tried once to have Reverend Eugene show up in person, and that was the day we had a conflict and we all had a scramble, and he ended up talking from my living room. That was quite an exciting day. So we are going to ask to have him come back because he lives on the fringe of being able to drive here, which he was very kind to say that he would do too. But Reverend Eugene Michelle's known him for a long, long time. I've known him for a good period of time.
Yeah.
And, what I love about him is he's just so easy to like. He's just so easy to love. His sense of humor is almost as good as mine. And he
Almost.
almost. And he brings just you can't not like this guy, right? And when he speaks, you need to pay attention because he speaks from experience, he speaks truth, and he speaks it well. He delivers a message in a way that's so relatable. But just so that you know what his background is, I'll tell you that he has been a student of New Thought, ageless wisdom, including science of mind and spirit, for over 35 years. 35 years, folks. That's like before I was born.
Oh, look at you.
He is in his 20th year as a licensed religious science practitioner and has been called by many a master teacher, which he absolutely is. From 2007 to 2017, he served the World Ministry of Prayer at
Mm.
the home office of Centers for Spiritual Living. And he's also been a well-loved contributor to the Science of Mind magazine. So if you're thinking, I saw this guy somewhere before, I know something about this guy, you might have read his articles in Science of Mind magazine. And he's done that for 18 years. He's a guy who lets his vision guide him. He's got powerful vision. And it's prayer, a wonderful prayer practitioner. It's prayer that fuels him. And he's deeply committed to his purpose of joyfully assisting everybody. Everybody. He wants to remind everybody of their divinity. And that's a beautiful part about who he is. He believes that together we can reveal the kingdom of heaven right here on earth. And that's where we are right now. We are in the kingdom of heaven right here, and we are glad to experience it with Reverend Eugene Holden. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, everyone. God, it's good to see everybody. What's up, Ty? Tony Hamilton, good to see you, man. And everybody. I would spend all my time going through all the names, but hello, everybody. So good to be here. And I always make it a point to thank, the ministers, Reverend Neil and Reverend Michelle, who allow me to what I say to step into their pulpit. It takes trust for someone to allow someone else to be in front of their community. So thank you so very much for trusting me. And I think you're older than I am, so don't you start with that. Ah. Yeah, man. Let me tell everybody, take a breath. So the name of today's lesson is Now Hear This. You are created in the image of love. And the reason why it came to me now hear this is because we tend to hear a lot of other things that we can get caught up in. We can get caught up in hearing and not only hearing, but believing that we are less than, as Jesse's saying, we are more than enough, right? But sometimes we hear and then we get attached to what I call the okey doke, the lies, right? Well, none of you, but me and some of your friends. I used to believe that I wasn't as good or I wasn't good enough, right? Because that's what I was told. That's what I grew up hearing a lot of the times. Maybe not in those direct words, but some of the actions from the administration at schools. Oh, and of course those churches, boy, you're a born sinner, right? All that stuff, which is not the truth at all. It's interesting that I bring up the church thing because um, a lot of good stuff in that book they call the Bible. A lot of good stuff. How it's taught may be a little askewed, but we won't go there. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, well, the only thing I want to talk about today is love. And in 1 Corinthians 13:13, right? And now abide faith, hope, love, these three. Abide in faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. The greatest of these is love. I had a meditation experience a number of years ago and was sitting in meditation, and I asked myself this question: what breathes this breath? What breathes this breath? Took a few days of meditation before the answer. I was going to say before the answer came, before I became clear of the answer. There's a difference. The answer was always there. I just became aware of it. And the answer was love breathes this breath. Cool. Why does love breathe my breath? So that love can experience life through me. I'm like, oh, cool. This is really good. So love breathes my breath so that love can experience itself as love through me. Oh, okay, great. And then I had that. Then I it's expanded that. So is it love that shines the sun? Well, yeah. Why? No, because sun gives life to the earth so that life can experience itself in through all of these things that are happening on earth. Oh, but then you say, Reverend Eugene, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's being experienced here on this earth, and that's true. There's a lot of craziness that seems to be going on. And so what do we get to do, my brothers and sisters here at CSL NJ in North Jersey? We get to have the audacity to stand in love. Dag nabbit. We get to forget everything that we may have learned that wasn't true about ourselves and have the audacity to say, wait a minute, I stand for love, I stand in love, I stand as love. There's nothing else happening here, beloved. No matter what the appearances are, because we will not judge by the appearances, that's scripture. We will not judge by what seems to be going on, because we want to see not through these eyes, but through the eyes of the beloved which is within. Man, Ernest Holmes, man, Ernest Holmes. Oh, Reverend Neil, I want to say this. Thank you so much for not using new thought, ancient wisdom. I'm so tired of hearing that because people don't really know what that means. It's a nice cliche. But when we talk about the teachings of science of mind, okay, now we got something going on here. And Dr. Holmes, love leads the way, law makes it happen. So imagine what it would be like, everyone. Imagine what it would be like if everybody felt love at the very core, that type of love that causes the heart to beat, that love that breathes your breath, that love that causes the earth to spin on its axis. See, all of this is an act of love. But the main thing that we get to watch in terms of activity of love is when you look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, the next time you look in the mirror, say to yourself, even if it's out loud, behold the face of God. Behold the face of God. Behold the face of love. And then looking through those eyes, those same eyes, then look at the person that may be pissing you off that minute before and say, behold the face of God. See, we are in a crazy ass time here on the planet, especially here in the USA. We got stuff going on, folks. We got stuff going on. There's no denying that. You know, there's no what's that album? There's no doubt about it, right? There's no doubt about it that there's stuff going on. And for me, and I've said this for a number of years now, because the question is, so with everything that's going on, what is mine to do? Great question. For me, that's the second question. For me, my first question is, who am I to be in this? Now, once I get clear on who I am to be in whatever the situation is, and I have choices on how to show up and who and how to be, but once I get clear on who am I to be, that informs what's mine to do. And we always want to come from a place of love. So now hear this. You are created in the image of love. Now, as you start to wear this, as you start to embody this, as you start to embrace this, as you allow yourself, come on, Spirit, as you allow yourself to be immersed in it and have it flow in through and as every aspect of your cell as love, how am I showing up? What would love do here as me? Oh, God, I love you. Is there anybody that comes to your mind right now that's asking you to call them to ask for forgiveness or just to check in that you may not have spoken with, but they've been on your heart, right? If so, after we're done with this, service and this beautiful celebration here, then get on the phone, send a text. Hey, was just thinking about you. I love you. Have a great day. Imagine what it would be like, my brothers and sisters, when we have the audacity to show up as love. I love words. So when I heard that this morning, I know what it means, but I wanted to see what the dictionary said. To have audacity means to possess the bold, often shocking confidence or nerve to do something. Now it says considered rude, improper, or highly unconventional. We're not going to be rude, but having the audacity to be bold and often shocking and have that confidence to show up in the way that God is supposed to be showing up as you. Not the way that God's supposed to be showing up as you, how Spirit is showing up as you, right? And when I say Spirit or God showing up as you, I am not talking about something that is outside of us, right? I'm talking about that love that is within us, that is showing up as us. And as we step into it, man, oh man, oh man, now we have a party going on. And it's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies. It's not going to always be, milk and honey and unicorns. It's not going to be that because love isn't all that all the time. Love sometimes will slap you in the face and say, hey, yo, wake up. Wake up. You know better than this, right? That's the type of love that I am calling us all to step into and to step from. To step into that love and then to come from that love. See, in that way, we talk about, CSL, the organization talks about creating a world that works for all. What does that really, really mean? I get the sentiment, but see, what works for me may not work for Reverend Neil. However, what does work for everybody is having this feeling that I am my brothers and sisters keeper, meaning that I'm going to have you on my mind. I'm going to have you on my heart in the most loving way that I can. Now, that doesn't mean that I have to invite that person that I don't like over to my house. I can love them, but I don't have to invite them into my space. But that also doesn't mean that I'm going to talk bad about them. Yeah, there's stuff going on. We have an administration that has people going, what the hell is this? How did we get here? Well, we got here. Then check this out, right? Again, this is just me. We got here. This is happening for all of this stuff to be brought up to be healed. If the current administration, back up, Eugene, do it this way. If the stuff, there you go. If it were not for the stuff that is going on right now, it may take longer time for us to wake up. Right? I keep saying this, there's stuff going up. I'm saying stuff because I want to keep it clean. There's crap going on. And every experience is an opportunity for us to love. So who am I to be in this experience? Maybe I'm called to be quiet. Maybe I am called to be in prayer. Maybe I am called to get into my car and go join the other group of people who might be carrying signs and protesting. Maybe I am called to be whatever I am called to be, that informs my action. So all I want to do is to once again remind us of who we are. We are created in the spiritual image and likeness of the divine, and another name of God is love. So we are created, check this out, we are created in the spiritual image and likeness and in the nature of love, and the nature of love. It's an interesting thing when we hear. A lot of us grew up in churches where we would hear in the name of Jesus or in the name of God already in the name. And when you break it down, one of the definitions for name or the meaning of name is in the nature of, right? So in other words, do it in the nature of, do it in the way that whatever who we said it was, right? So do it in the way that Yeshua Messiah did. And what did Yeshua do? He always went to God first. That's what he did. But now how about this? Do it in the name of God. Do it in the nature of the divine. Ooh, what does that mean for you? How do I show up as the divine? If I really step into the divine, how am I showing up? Because I am created in the spiritual image and likeness of love. As love, how do I get to show up? Do I have the audacity? Do I have the audacity to stand in love? Now, that doesn't mean that I have to be really loud. That could mean, let me just hold this space. But do I have the audacity not to complain? Ooh, do I have the audacity not to judge? Reverend Neil, one of the things that I have come to realize over the last 2 years in affirmative prayer spiritual mind treatment, those 5 steps: recognition, unification, realization or declaration, thanksgiving, and release. Going to those first two: recognition, recognizing that there is this divine something, call it whatever we want to call it, but there is something that is the source of all of this. And then the step 2 is to, as Holmes would say, to identify with that or to unify with that. It's been my experience over the last few years. I've been watching this, that people have have a challenge really embodying that second step, that I am one in God, with God. I am one as God, or I am an aspect of God. And here's the thing, or I am an aspect of love, since this is the love month. So imagine what it would be like for us to really, really recognize that love is all there is, and I am one with love. Imagine what it would feel like just to do those two, just to step into those two feeling tones, ways of being, to live life. Those 5 steps of prayer for me are not just something that I say during service or working with a client or in classes. For me, these 5 steps, these are principles. This is a way of life. So imagine what it would be like, folks, to live recognizing love in everything that you see. I am love in all that I see before me. To recognize that, oh, right there where that person is, who shot the nurse, right where they are, love is. Right where they are, spirit is. Right where they are, God is. Oh, but wait, there's more. Right where they are, I am one with them. Now, when we talk about having the audacity, folks, do I have the audacity to look at that person and go, right where they are, God is. Oh, and I am one with them. Yeah, right? So, bring this back up, Eugene. But here's the thing, right? Because there's so much in this beautiful thing called life. We are so beautifully crafted. We are so beautifully crafted that we get to create what we want to experience. It was said today, that we create our reality. Now, also in the teachings in the centers of spiritual living, and we hear that we are co-creators with the universe. No, we're not. We are creators. Because look at it this way. I look at it this way, that the infinite intelligence, call it whatever we want to, has given us everything that we need. Everything that we need, especially the gift of choice, which means that we get to choose what we create. I am the creator. I am the creator of my destiny. I don't co-create with God. God's given me everything that I need. Here you go. Now, what do I choose to do with that? What do you choose to do with it? You are the creator of your destiny. And one more thing, your energy creates your reality. Your energy creates your reality. So we come from this energy of love. Not that love that's wishy-washy. Not that love where someone leaves our life and we say, my heart has been broken. No, the heart hasn't been broken. The ego is just tripping. The heart never breaks because the heart is love. Love can never be broken. The ego has its own perspective on that, but we're taking it up a notch. We're taking it to the upper room. We're raising our vibration to be that love intelligence. We're here to be that love that we are saying that we want to experience. It was Gandhi who said, be the change you want to see. Okay, be the peace we want to see. Let's be the love we want to see. Let's be the joy we want. Let's create that together. That's why I say together we create heaven on earth, right? Heaven right here on earth. And heaven is ever expanding good. So, my beautiful brothers and sisters, have the audacity to love no matter what. And before I close this, right? No, to love no matter what, which for me is the definition of unconditional love. Unconditional love means that I love you no matter what you have said or not said, no matter what you have done or didn't do. I love you unconditionally. And now we get to turn that to ourselves. Do you love yourself unconditionally, no matter what you've said or didn't say, no matter what you've done or haven't done? The answer to that is yes. Oh, I see that. Beth? Wow. Oh, that was wow. Yes. Yes. Love yourself unconditionally because you are created in the image of love itself. Let's pray together. Hey, oh, yes, yes, yes. It is with a heart overflowing in joy and gratitude that I speak this word, recognizing first and foremost this infinite intelligence from which all things are created. Yes, it is known by so many different names. It's known by God. It's known as Allah. It's known as Krishna. It's known as Yahweh or Olodumare or Vudun. But whatever we call it forth into our conscious awareness, recognizing that it is the power that beats our heart. It is that which breathes our breath. It is that which causes the earth to spin on its axis perfectly over 900 miles an hour, and we get to experience stillness. I recognize that this power, this presence, is at the very center of all of life. And having no circumference whatsoever, there isn't anything that exists outside of the presence of God, for truly God is all there is. Oh, but wait, there's more. As I recognize and declare that God is all that there is at all times, I know that at all times God is revealing himself in, through, and as each and every one of us. Right here, right now, God is, we are. Right here, right now, love is, we are. Right here, right now, peace is, we are. And so it is in my awareness of our oneness in God that I speak this word for this day, for this day. I name and claim, I declare and decree that this day is a magnificent day. And as we step into the perfect unfoldment of this day, we are allowing love to guide every step, every word, every thought, every action. Because we are here for love. We stand in the presence of love. We stand as the presence of love with the audacity to say, yes, when you see me, you see the love that has sent me. Come on now. For this and for so much more than my eyes can see and my ears can hear and these words can ever convey, I remain forever grateful and thankful. It is from this place of gratitude that I now release my word as law into the law, because I know that as law, this word returns unto us completely fulfilled, because this word is a law unto itself, and all it knows is its own fulfillment. And as Dr. Holmes would say, the word, of course, is the ability of spirit to declare itself into manifestation and into form. In other words, y'all, this is answered prayer. We simply and lovingly allow it to be. And so it is. Amen. Take a breath. And then I think we take it back to Miss Jessie Powers. Whew.
Sing this again. I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. And I am loved. I am enough. Ooh, I have enough. And I do enough. And I am loved.
Andy, I just got to jump in here for a minute. Jesse, thank you again. Beautiful. Reverend Eugene, can you unmute for a second?
Yes, sir.
All right, time's up. Mute again. No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding. That,
See?
folks, I'm telling you, this, I wasn't kidding when I was talking about how powerful this man is. I mean, I'm inspired. I am thrilled that this talk came today as we just finished up yesterday our discussion, the 4 week discussion that we had on this thing called you.
Yeah.
Because what he did today is just reinforce that whole message of this thing called you is really step two in the treatment
Yeah.
process, right? I mean, that's what it is. And those of you that were there know what a powerful experience it was to have this discussion and open up and talk to each other and go through that book. And it's just been fantastic. But and I'll quote Reverend Eugene. But wait, there's more. Okay? Reverend Eugene is going to start teaching a class for us a week
Mm.
from tomorrow, right? It's called The Art of Mastery. And I don't know if I were you and I heard this talk today, I'd be signing up for that right away. The media, and I'll put the link in there in a minute when we get into the announcements and all with Andy. But this experience, he's Reverend Eugene's going to stay with us after celebration today to answer questions or to do a little explanation of what this class is going to be like. And I mean, listen to the powerful way he teaches. He's a masterful teacher, the message he delivers. So this is a great opportunity. And Eugene, thank you so much for delivering this message today. It was perfect. It was what we needed to hear, and it means so much. And I'm just so grateful for you being here today.
No, you're welcome, my brother, Reverend Neil. Yeah.
All right.
The class, I just real fast, I'm going to talk about the class a little more later on, but folks, you want to sign up for this class, The Art of Mastery, diving into your genius. It's going to be a great class. It's going to be a powerful class, life-changing class.
Beautiful. All right. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Can I put myself on mute now, Rev?
You can. Yes. Yes. Andy, take it away.
I guess so. I mean, I'd rather have Reverend Eugene speak all day. It's tough to put an end to that. So thank you, thank you. What a powerful message, what a inspiring and revitalizing message. So coming into our conscious giving affirmation, knowing that there are many gifts that we can bring to the table across the entire plane of existence. Reverend Eugene mentioned, how do I show up, right? What can I do in this moment? And if it's financial, wonderful. Let it be financial. If it's boots on the ground, wonderful. Let it be boots on the ground. If it's leadership, wonderful. Let it be leadership. Heck, I do all three. Being on the leadership council here, helping out with outreach and hospitality, hosting what little I do here, bringing a little bit of this nerdy personality, right? That's the face of God, ain't it? And financially, every little bit, right? We just had our annual meeting last week, celebrating that we finished in the black, and that doesn't happen without financial support. So as you hop into Breeze and sign up for these classes, take a moment to pop over to your giving, double check that it's way on your heart where that could be. And I know I give automatically every month, so I can't miss it. I can't mess it up. It's continual support for the center so that we know it's consistent instead of just, oh yeah, a once a month or once a year giving. Although that was nice on Giving Tuesday to have some matching gifts. So I invite you to step into that consciousness of how we can support this center, how we can express our appreciation for this center, and do so through monetary exchange, among other means. So I invite you to join with me in our conscious giving affirmation. And again, as I said earlier, these aren't just words. Let them resonate in your heart, let them resonate in your being, and know how you can best support everything that and respond to everything that you receive from this community. I am so grateful. And I invite you to join with me here that I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. And it is a flow. It's an ebb and flow. Truly back and forth. Hop on the breeze. Text Neil. Call him. Swing by, drop it off in his mailbox. Send some smoke signals. However you need to get that message out. Lots of different ways to do so. Next week we'll be on Zoom again. All right. So make sure that you are aware, and we've had a couple Sundays where we show up in Montclair and like, all right.
Andy, I may have given you wrong information. I believe we are in person next week.
Oh, wonderful. That's even better.
Yeah, let me just double check. Yes, Reverend Michelle, next week in person, live.
Live in person. Wonderful. I mean, what a powerful force to engage with, Reverend Michelle, in person. So
yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Wonderful. I mean, truly, if you have the opportunity to get in person, get to Montclair, get to B'nai Kashet. They've been such a wonderful host. And we've only had a couple snafus with scheduling. It is truly a blessing. Shout out to Regina for finding that for us, and for all of the community members that have kept that happening. So Reverend Michelle, live and in full color with fierce love, fearless compassion. And I'm going to plug this. If anyone needs a ride, if anyone needs help getting there, please reach out on WhatsApp. All right. We started that outreach last year. It has been fantastic. A wonderful community builder and way to communicate. Please, please, please. You don't have to sit at home on this screen. All right. Let your eyes take in the full beauty of that room and those people. I will zigzag. Sorry, Alyssa. I will zigzag to pick people up and get you there. All right. So no excuses. Let's go. Also next week, we mentioned the Art of Mastery with Reverend Eugene Holden. So I can read this little blurb, but then Reverend Eugene, do you want to speak now or after the service?
After.
After. All right. Yeah, that's wonderful. But then we could get a bit deeper for those of us that are interested. The Art of Mastery is about eliminating those parts of us that have up until now kept us in the zone of mediocrity. This class fits right in with our theme this year of the audacity to awaken. It's 6 weeks long. That's a perfect time frame. Not too long that you have to worry about dragging on and, I got other things. It's not too short, so you're only skimming the surface. 6 weeks on Monday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. starting the 9th. That's a week from tomorrow. All right. Following the book, The Big Leap.
Just real fast, Andy. I don't skim surfaces at all. We go deep. Okay, just wanted to let you know that.
Not at all. Yeah. Good.
Skimming the surface.
We have another course coming up with Reverend Michelle as well. What you appreciate appreciates. Talk about that ebb and flow. Learn to use appreciate inquiry, mental focus, and some quantum application. Ooh, that tickles my brain, to attract your desired life. That's going to be a one-time Thursday, February 19th at 7:30. Again, link just got shared over to Breeze for you to check that out. All right. And run, don't walk. Registering on Breeze really helps. It really helps Reverend Eugene and Reverend Michelle to plan, right? Having a 3-person class is very different than having a 25-person class. And we've had a couple situations where we've only gotten 2 or 3 signups, and then the class can't happen if it's that small for whatever reasons. So please register ahead of time. Put that intent early. And another Saturday morning, Reverend Neil just wrapped up this thing called You, and a powerful gathering, a powerful discussion, working through that text. And this came up a couple times to then move on to Let Them, Let Me. So following the let them theory of Mel Robbins, stop giving your power away. So we turn our attention of how we use this personal power without handing it over to other people's expectations. This is a free discussion group on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. through March. So you've got a month to chew on this, but again, sign up early to show your intent. Get the book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. It offers a clear and liberating practice for releasing what was never ours to carry in the first place. All right, so I got to carve out my schedule for those Saturday mornings. That sounds like a fantastic conversation. All right.
Andy, I'm being told apparently that next week we have the choir singing. We'll be in person, and that Ty will be singing and joining us next Sunday as well.
That's probably something I should have been aware of. That's wonderful.
There you
Alrighty.
go.
All right. So another reason to show up and come. And you can unmute yourself in that sanctuary. Please do. All right. So again, in person next week at B'nai Kashet. Please find a way to get there. Find a way to get there. All right. Reach out with WhatsApp. Again, Reverend Eugene will be staying after today to discuss his course, The Art of Mastery, if you have any questions or inquiries. And I'm going to stop talking and send it back to Jesse to sing us out.
All right. You have a part. You must learn it. It's so easy. It goes like this. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Just like that. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Okay, and then you have another part. On the count of 3, and this only happens twice in the song. On the count of 3, I want you to give me your most primordial and satisfying huh, just like that. Okay, so let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, huh. Yeah, I'm imagining a whole chorus of hahs. Okay, here we go. I wake up early to the morning sun. I don't know how it does it every day. It rises up and then it falls again. Born only to die away. Yeah, look in the mirror and I see myself. I don't know how I do it every day. Standing on this big blue rock, not knowing what I'm doing here. Still believing there's a reason, keep on keeping on my way. Each time I open my eyes, that's when I get to decide how I am gonna show up and show out in this life. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everybody get up.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Look at the clock, it's running day and night. Got no control in those hands. A little soldier just marching through time. Well, I'm so glad I am not a clock, I am alive and I can choose to dance. Each time I open my eyes, that's when I get to decide how I'm gonna show up and show out in this life.
That's what I'm talking
Last
about.
time, 1, 2, 3. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful
It's a beautiful day.
Everybody get up. I should rewrite it. Oh, it's a beautiful day.
Get up, get up, everybody.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Everybody get up.
Get up, get up, get up.
Oh, it's a beautiful day.
You sitting down for?
Get up.
Get up, get up,
Get up.
get up,
Be grateful. I'm up.
get
I'm
up,
up.
get
I'm
up.
up.
The
And
heck
I'm
you think
thankful.
this is?
Get up. Get up.
Get
Be
on up.
grateful. I'm up. I'm up. And I'm ready to play. Everybody, get up.
Oh,
Right, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Everybody get up. Oh, 'cause it's a beautiful day.
the beautiful day.
Everybody
Come on, girl.
get up.
Come on, girl.
Oh, 'cause it's a beautiful day.
Ooh.
Everybody get up. Oh, 'cause it's a beautiful day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Spiritual Living North Jersey, we believe in empowering individuals to discover their inner strength and their connection to divine life. Through our supportive community, transformative workshops, and uplifting services, we provide a safe space for personal growth and spiritual exploration. Whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, our center offers practical tools and timeless wisdom to help you thrive. Join us in creating a more diverse, compassionate, and kind world. Your world, the way you want to create it.